Have you ever wanted to talk about your future plans in French, but just felt stuck? Well, today we are going to unlock a really simple, powerful tool that will let you do exactly that. We're diving into the French future tense, le futur simple.
I mean, think about it. What will you do tomorrow? It's a question we ask all the time. And in French, the answer lies in this one specific tense that, honestly, makes talking about the future incredibly straightforward.
And this tool is called le futur simple. The name kind of gives it away, right? It's the tense you use to talk about all your future plans and actions. Basically, it's your go-to for anything that hasn't happened yet. So, how do you even know when to use it? Well, you want to look for these little trigger words. When you see words like demain for tomorrow, or la semaine prochaine for next week, or even a future date like en 2030, that's your signal. Think of them like little signposts pointing you toward the future tense. Okay, so how do you actually build this tense? You can forget about memorizing a million complicated charts. We're going to use a super simple two-piece formula. It's kind of like building with Legos. Once you have the two pieces, they just click right together.
And here are our two Lego pieces. Step 1, we find what's called the future stem of the verb. And step 2, we just add the correct future ending. That's it. That's the whole secret. Stem plus ending. So let's start with the easiest piece first, okay?
We're going to start with the endings because this is the best part. They are always, and I mean always, the same for every single verb. It doesn't matter if it's regular, irregular, whatever. This is your first big, easy win. So here's the pattern. For je, you add a. For tu, you pop on an s. For il or elle, it's just a simple a. Then for nous, we've got o and s. For vous, it's aise. And for ils or elles, it's ants. Seriously, lock these 6 endings in your brain and you've already solved half the puzzle for literally every verb in French. All right, so we've got our endings down. Check. Now it's time to find that first puzzle piece, the stem. And you know what? The good news is that for most verbs, this is ridiculously easy. No, really, it's this simple. For that huge group of verbs ending in er and ir, the stem you need is just the whole verb, the infinitive itself. You don't have to change a single thing. Just look at this. The verb parler, to speak. Your stem is just parler. The verb finir, to finish. The stem is finir. So to say I will speak, you take that stem, parler, you add the je ending, a, and you get je parlerai. See? Told you it was simple. Okay, so what about those verbs ending in re? There's a rule for them too, and it's just this one tiny little tweak. It's nothing complicated. Here's the rule. Ready? Just drop the final e. That is it. A verb like prendre, which means to take, just becomes prendre. That's your stem. It's now ready for you to stick on any of those endings we just learned. Of course, this is French, so there are always exceptions. But instead of thinking of them as being difficult, let's call them the VIPs, the very important verbs that get their own special stems. And I've got your cheat sheet for them right here. Now, the reason these VIPs are so important is because they're the verbs you're going to use every single day. So let's take a look at the key ones you'll definitely need to know. So this list here covers some of the big ones. To have, avoir, becomes are. To be, être, becomes ser. And one of the most common ones you'll ever use, to go, aller, has this tiny little stem, just ir. Yeah, these you'll have to memorize, but once you get them, you are set. And here is the absolute cheat. Even for these VIPs, the formula doesn't change one bit. Once you know that special stem, you just pop on the exact same ending we learned earlier. It's always stem plus ending. No new rules to learn. Okay, theory is one thing, but let's actually put this into practice. It's time to solve the puzzle and build some real sentences together. You ready? Let's try this one. Demain il allait en France. So tomorrow he to go to France. Okay, so first, what's the stem for our VIP verb aller? And then what's the ending for il? Go ahead, put them together. Did you get it? The answer is ira. The special stem for aller is ir, and the ending for il is a. You just click them together and you get ira. Demain il ira en France. Perfect. All right, next up, les mois prochains, nous, faire un gâteau. Next month, we, to make a cake. Now remember, faire is another one of our VIPs. So what's its special stem?
And what's that news ending?
And there we go, feront. The stem for faire is faire, and the ending for nous is on. Feront. Le mois prochain, nous ferons un gâteau. See, you're getting this. Okay, here we go. Final challenge for today. Elles vouloir sortir demain. So they, to want to go out tomorrow. Vouloir, another VIP. What's the combo going to be? And the answer is voudront. The stem is voudront, and the ending for elles is ont. So voudront. Elles voudront sortir demain. You totally got this.
So there you have it. You now have the formula. You have the two pieces of the puzzle, the stem and the ending. And with that, you can talk about anything you want in the future in French. So I'll just leave you with this question. What will you do next week?
Qu'est-ce que vous ferez la semaine prochaine?